Now, was it, as I said, was it groundbreaking character development? No. But it was enough that I found myself invested in what was happening with him. Although, I have to admit, hearing a Hutt speaking basic felt really weird. And it took me a bit to adjust to that, just because I just thought that was so odd. And we've spent decades hearing Hutt speak Huttese. I'm pretty sure in the Clone Wars they never spoke basic. So suddenly hearing one just casually speaking basic was definitely kind of a strange experience. But it makes sense with his story and his character, because he didn't grow up as a Hutt, is in the traditional sense as all the other Hutts on now Hutter. And he didn't. He's been around people who do speak mainly in basic. He's adapted to the world, opposed to something like his father. But that's something I want to kind of mention as well. As much as because it did make sense. But it was noticeable. Like, I kept thinking, God, it's so weird that he's speaking basic. And the thing I was less sure was more so about the twins who were also speaking basic, because from what I understand in the Star Wars universe, Hutts generally can speak basic, but they just choose not to. And part of their power comes from the fact that everyone else has to adapt to them, not the other way around. So seeing them all speaking basic kind of felt a little bit odd. With Rotter, I can understand, because his character, he doesn't see that as power. He wants to be liked by people, so that's why he's speaking basic. He wants people to like him and connect with him, so he's speaking basic. Where with other Hutts like Jabba and the twins, they, people have to learn Huttese so that they can talk to the Hutt, not the other way around. It's a power play, And however, with all that said, I completely understand why Lucasfilm probably made that decision, because this film is, aimed at a more broader audience. Not everyone watching is going to be a hardcore Star Wars fan, so they're not going to want to read subtitles. So they're going to